What you have to know is that an altar is a place of prayer. Men of altars are men of prayer. Men of altars are men of prayer. And it seems like you cannot bring closer the realms of the spirit unless you tap into the corridors of prayer. Unless you invade the corridors of prayer, you cannot be able to bring the realms of the spirit closer. You need to have the ability to step into the corridors of prayer. Because prayer is not just men and women making noise, babbling in other tongues, but the prayer is a conversation with God. Prayer is when men begin to seal deals, when men begins to have a conversation with God, not in an understandable way, but in a mystery. It seems like it is only men of prayer that can have the ability to ascend into the realms of the spirit and begin to drop down the atmospheres, so that men and women will begin to have an experience, a tangible move of God. When prayer becomes to you something that you can never live without, when prayer to you becomes something more than a platform of crying and complaining about your problem and about your next issue, about your next promotion, it becomes more than something that it is a platform for you to complain and talk about what you want God to do for you. But when prayer becomes a platform for you to drop down the atmospheres, for you to drop down the heavens, for you to drop down the realms of the spirit, that man will begin to have a tangible move of God. It appears as if man cannot be able to sustain his visible realm without the strategy of prayer. It is not a matter of knowing how many verses. It is not a matter of knowing how to preach. It is a matter of having a communion with the divine. It is a matter of having a fellowship with the divine. It is a matter of having a relationship with God, that people can come and encounter you, and the realms of the spirit will be visible, will be tangible, will be felt in their midst. That people will say, I sat down but I felt God as he was preaching. Why? Because every time you engage into the corridors of prayer in the realms of the spirit, you are dropping down the atmospheres.